Первый канал Bilgalbi, меня зовут Кирилл, продолжаем. Драгон Инквизиция, мы находимся в подземелье, мы идем дальше. Выйти из пещеры. Ху-ху-ху. Хо-хо-хо. А, ну это выход вообще будет. Хоук. Я что здесь, я за то, что сюда добрался. Но страх должен был глубине пещерой. Я видел другие стороны. Они мыслят друг друга. Хорошо, что они не стали искать людей на помощь. Они, может, хорошие люди, но им отдали неверные приказы. Пойдемте. Это мы, я привел Инквизитора. Меня зовут СТРАУД, и я весь к вашим услугам, Инквизитор. Ничего царить мне не помешает. Я приму любую помощь, знаю, что у стражи сейчас свои собственные проблемы. Мне хотелось бы понять, создать проблемы с Карифи. Говорит, что так. Когда мой друг Хоук победил Карифи, весь СТРАУД был сейчас поставить это дело. Но архивер порой управляется там. Я боялся, что Карифи могут бежать кое-какие подсказки, но доказательств не было. А вскоре после этого все стражи воды услышали зов. Создатель, что же вы мне не сказали? Это вылетело сердце. Я был связан, я при молчании. Зов управляет ими? Считает Карифи контролирует сердце этим зовом? Не совсем так, ваша милость. Зов предупреждается в том, что перед им подходит к отцу. И прямо сейчас все стороны слышат и думают, что умирают. Да, и вызвал это, похоже, Карифи. Все стражи падут. Кто сравнится со следующим морем? Это наш величайший страх. Значит, Карифи их контролирует. Он обманывает их с помощью зова, и они поддаются. Вы слышите настоящий зов? Или Карифи его не подавляет? Я не знаю. Хоть и старший страж, до меня доходили только неясные слухи о Карифи. Стражи верят, что зов настоящий, и будут вести себя соответствующе. Только это мы знаем наверняка. То есть стражи слышат зов, и вы тоже? Теперь да, он достигает меня как волк тени вокруг костра. Собственно, эту музыку не знаю, создатель. Но винами мне кажется, что я почти понимаю. Она что сделал Карифи, не остановите. Не может продолжаться. Невозможно. Кажется, что все стражи слышали зов. Не могу сказать. Нам мало что известно о нем. Прям так было, что он опасен. Он, наверное, магистр или порождение тьмы, и он говорит голосом скверно.
that lets him affect the minds of warders, since we are tied to the blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
So the Wardens are making some last desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
And what else did Lady Porcidia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to...
Thank you, but I believe I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a... Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful man...
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't...
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit, there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montilier.
Goodness. I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, Your Worship.
Мы сейчас в замке.
Inquisitor. Found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete. How do you know Samson? He was a Templar in Kirkwall until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness. Samson's armor was glowing with this stuff. He'll go mad soon enough. He seemed clear-eyed at Haven. Even so, the deluded commander is no less worrisome. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader. Are you angrier at Corypheus or Samson? I don't know. Samson at least should know better. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Все в порядке.
You've never complained.
Why would I? I chose this. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Опять могу.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. Inquisitor?
That's all for now.
Another...
Greetings, Your Worship. Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve Your Worship.
Blackwall.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the...
How did he help?
There were 100 men on the field. Each one. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mock. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become... And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
But I'm older. Hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right... I've been meaning to thank you. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Warden...
I've never been more certain of my decision to join you.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
then I look forward to it.
Varric's friend Hawke said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks.
Corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence...
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
The soldiers may... Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy, you already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Commander is a title I associate with human force.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in... There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear. This is a path. You know because I have told you.
I'm ready to...
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And you have a task, a simple construction. Soon you will...
Hello? Yes?
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said...
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't... I am your trainer.
Thank you for coming to train me.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but... Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you... I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's... incredible. Understand, Inquisitor. Because your trainer has already taken the... We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people. Their lives made it stable and safe. You are the...
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Very well. Show me...
It goes places you have been. Follow the instruct... After all.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them.
The Inquisitor.
Necromancy, Inquisitor. Of course not. We do not manipulate the living. We make...
You're a mage who manipulates life.
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form more than...
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
You lied for 10 years about your crime, then fled after confessing your guilt. For avoiding justice, you are exiled from Ferelden. I doubt the Crown will disagree.
I knew your coming meant the end, one way or another.
Dagna.
You're the magical advisor.
Yes, помог. Это вы Инквизитор.
I'm Dagna.
Dagna, все имеете,
Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it?
Она, та самая метка красивая.
It's pretty. The breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way. Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harris devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, I had help though.
Мне в этом помогли, серый страж.
I am forever grateful. With that sanction, the wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
Помогали серым стражам.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden.
Ага, верно, один страж. Никто не до сам герой второго. Я Замара тоже. Он был из нашего королевства. Вот так.
It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
Буквально. Герой Ферелда был особенным.
Warden affected you in a special way.
Оставил след вашей
Talk
души.
to anyone, they'll say the same.
Ладно,
It was a
слышите то
dark
же самое. Это
time.
был наш
It
моя
was one
проблема.
light. He saved
Он
us.
спас всех нас и спас меня.
Saved me.
Наверное, много уже знаете.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable
Ну,
perspective.
везет,
I've even
ставил
presented my
свою
work to the
работу.
College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing and orsum, but now there's
Ну,
no
как больше нет, а я согласна.
so far
Хранителям
shapers
больше не
instead
остаю в качестве.
and Castler. So you're
Сейчас
getting
все
my best
подойдут.
work, Inquisitor.
Окей, давай ты сделаешь все
Make some great stuff.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes.
Да, я
I
оставил
left my
помните.
home and my family,
Да,
but I
но
knew.
знал, смогу.
I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life. But I don't regret what I did. Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Val Royo and appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I suppose it's important to show that we're an authority to...
Not just respected, my dear. Awed, feared, aspired. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the... You must be a man who the common folk aspire to be and to whom the nobility bow.
That's quite a lot for one person to...
It is a challenge all great leaders must face. As the stories of the Inquisition spread, more and more people will wonder. They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
If that's your standard for me, what does the Divine have to live...
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadow. The Divine absolutely must set the example for all Theda. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne. Do you need something, my dear?
Do you think that you and I...
My dear, you are delightful, but that's...
Lord Inquisitor, It's good of you to... I have news regarding one of your companions. That have been...
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas.
I've never spoken to Dorian about his part.
The family sent a letter. They've asked... Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me.
Okay.
Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the story?
Tell you what, you finish one, who better, right? A good dwarven best.
Ну, пойдемте дальше тогда. Что могу сказать, тут нечего делать.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Inquisitor, I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague.
I look forward.
And are you...
Да уж, конечно. Не сразу, что и там, блин. Бывает. Всякие семейные дела. Интересно, любопытно.
Really? You did not notice? I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
Себастьян был единственным наследником Страквудского правящего рода. Недавно я вернул себе престол этого прекрасного года. Связав с него того, кто пытался заполучить его неблагородным способом. Как стойкий приверженец церкви, я тяжело переживаю потерю святейших стилей пят. Я тоже надеялся на решение канадского конфликта. Нанесет жизни сотни жителей Кирку, а теперь угрожающие охватить весь Теннес. От имени Стрейхвуда я протягиваю перед руку дружбы. Давайте вместе исправим то зло, что явилось в нашем мире. Принц Себастьян Бель. Хотя город вольной марки всегда были независимыми, заработать поддержку самых процветающих городов будет на нас выгодно.
Yes.
Ну слушайте, это, короче, DLC получается. DLC с второй части. Нас убить никто не будет, а судья личность убийцы показать больно. Они обычно делаются.
Inquisitor.
To work?
Мне сейчас надо внутренние земли получить. Ну что ж, ребята, на этом закончится такая вот серия. Кому понравилось видео, пишите ваши комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал, конечно же, пишите и показывайте друзьям. Вот. Ссылка на плейлист будут писать, спасибо за просмотр, еще увидимся, спасибо всем, пока.